no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. To the air. It's Lacey. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Running through contact.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Here's the handoff. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Dropping back, it's Moon. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bradley. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it. Look out, he's got room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
If It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They're going to ride this running back. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Leaves it with the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern!
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Clemson is putting on a show offensively. It feels like this one was over when they touched Howard's Rock. They're up 14 over Nebraska. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, the ground game. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Quickly out to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it in. It's Stone. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Moon. Got his man on the outside. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Power football with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that first down for you.
And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll keep it on the sneak. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Wilson. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's open. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Moon. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. And into the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incomplete.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Canty. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We've talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Trying play action. They're working that left side. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll run it with Wilson. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick release on the RPO. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw, it's Moon. Throws to the tight end. Got it! And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Line is set on third down. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on third and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
They booted away on fourth down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Canty. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Zings it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
How about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
The Wildcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that, and they took a negative play. But at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they were able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. They still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They are up by just one over Virginia Tech. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Moon. Completes it in the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hurricanes just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is